What's going on, guys? Josh here from Momentum Productions, and today I'm introducing you to the Zhiyun Weebill S. This is Zhiyun reiteration of the original Weebill gimbal. Now, all of the complaints, all of the problems that came with the original Weebill was solved with the Weebill S, such as 300% motor torque increase, and it comes with much better response time. So especially in Go mode or sports mode, we have a much better reaction time from the motors. Now, when it comes down to payload capacity, that's a completely different story. It all has to do with the Weebill's frame. It's very small, so even though the motors can support a much heavier camera, some heavier cameras cannot be balanced. And for that reason, I will include a list of compatible camera and lens setups in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. The Weebill S shares the same exact body of the original Weebill, with a few minor improvements. First off, you'll notice that the trim is a little bit different. It has that gunmetal finish. On top of that, we have new improved locking levers for the quick release plate and the side-to-side adjustment. These levers are much easier to grab and tighten, so it's good that we don't have to mess around with those small wing screws that we found on the original Weebill. The Weebill S uses the same exact power system. So we have the original 18650 batteries, two of them that power the Weebill S. Now, fully rigged out, and I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later, you'll get about 5 to 6 hours. Now, I'm talking about fully rigged out with a follow focus or zoom control, along with a full HD video transmission system. This is the new Video HD transmission system. It's good to provide live camera feed for up to 100 meters away. Now, I still have some testing to do on this video transmission system, so please give me some time to test that out. However, it will be able to be controlled and monitored via Wi-Fi signal, and they're also releasing a receiver unit that will be able to hook up to any monitor. The HD transmitter has its own built-in battery. It can also be charged and running at the same time while connected onto the gimbal. It has its own little quick release system that attaches to the bottom of the mounting plate of the gimbal. Then you can attach your HDMI cable, camera control cable, and just plug it into the gimbal. You will still be able to access full camera controls right within the gimbal's menu. Within the menu system, we have a few different new parameters, such as the ability to adjust the deadband, speed, and follow rate. No need for the app anymore. You can do everything within the gimbal. Also, we have a new auto-tune feature. So if you're unsure on which level your motor strength should be, you can easily use the auto-tune feature to let the gimbal decide for you. A new highly requested feature has now been added to the Weebill S, and that is the mimic feature. Using the gyroscope in your phone, we can control the gimbal via the movement of your smartphone. This will enable you to mount your phone on a dual handle system and actually let a separate operator control the gimbal's movements. To show you the power of the Weebill S compared to the original Weebill, here I am with my 24-70 Sony Alpha camera and a camera cage. Notice how much the camera bounces when I tap the edge of the lens. Even fully extended, this setup is completely manageable and stable. Now, I did not rebalance the system with the zoom all the way out, so keep that in mind. Now, here's the same exact setup with the original Weebill. As you can see, it cannot even balance. This is actually a very light setup for the Weebill S. We can mount much heavier lenses on this gimbal. We can mount G Masters and even Canon L series glass. Now, here's the test footage. This is the moment of truth. Here we are with the 24mm lens. As you can see, everything is performing as it should. And I was shooting on a very windy day. Here we are at a 50mm lens and at a 70mm lens. Micro jitters are present in this shot, but don't forget that I balanced this lens at a 24mm focal length. I was clearly testing out how the motors would behave with a completely unbalanced setup. One of the biggest things that people complained about with the previous generation of the Weebill gimbal was that it did not behave properly when we did vertical shots like this one here. We had abrupt movements with the original Weebill, but I can tell you right now that they fixed this issue with the new algorithm that's in the Weebill S. So this will allow us to control the gimbal in much more different ways. So far, my overall experience with the Weebill S over the last month was fantastic. Now, there is some more testing that I would like to do with this gimbal, but so far so good, guys. So if you want to pre-order this gimbal, check out the links down below. Also, send me DMs on Instagram, momentum_productions, and I'll answer any of your questions. And believe me, I'm gonna be doing a lot of comparison videos with this gimbal. And yes, this is gonna go up against the DJI Ronin S. So stay tuned for that. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.